is going on, Twinsburg City School District? My name is Josh Aponte, and you might be wondering, what is Talking with Terrific Tigers? Well, let me go show you.
The whole purpose of this is to inform you, the community, about fantastic, dare I say terrific things that are going on here in the Twinsburg City School District, and some Tigers who are going above and beyond. But first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Josh Aponte, and I'm a class of 2021 graduate of the Twinsburg High School. I've absolutely loved my time here at Twinsburg and have taken part in many clubs and extracurricular activities that have shaped me into the person who I am today. You may have encountered me as my alter ego, Twinny the Tiger, or maybe you've seen me anchoring the THS News. Currently, I am attending Kent State University with a major in broadcast journalism. I even have the amazing opportunity to be featured on Kent State's student-run news station TV2 on Tuesday mornings as a weather anchor. I have learned so many helpful lessons from Twinsburg that still come in handy at Kent. I am also assisted by my homie, Aiden Smith. He's a fellow 2021 THS graduate and also participated in the daily production of the THS News and the yearbook crew. Aiden and I are both proud Kent State Golden Flashes as well. Enough about us. Now it's time to focus on some current Tigers that will bring energy and carry the future of Twinsburg High School. It's only appropriate to be able to sit down with Mr. Brian Lynn, the new principal here at Twinsburg High School, and be able to introduce him to you, the fantastic Twinsburg City School District.
Hello, Twinsburg City School District. I am Josh Aponte, and today I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Lynn. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Josh.
Awesome. Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it.
So I'm probably thinking, everyone wants to know. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your past experience and how you're liking Twinsburg so far?
For sure. Well, I absolutely love it. That's my first answer. It's the first time I've ever been introduced as the man, the myth, and the legend. So thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I can't believe that it's October now. I mean, I feel like I took the job, I fell down, hit my head, and we just made it past homecoming. So yeah, it's a fantastic place to be, as you well know, a Twinsburg graduate. Absolutely love the community, love the kids, love the school spirit. Everything has been fantastic so far. A little bit about me, my background. I started teaching as a world language teacher, Spanish teacher in Columbus in a large district, Hilliard. Taught for 8 years, loved it. Then I became an assistant principal in Hilliard. My wife and I moved we moved back to Mayfield. Our kids were little, it was a family move. And I worked in Chardon for 2 years. It was a fantastic couple of years. And then I made the leap to Mayfield. So I worked for the past 5 years in Mayfield as an assistant principal. So all in all, 9 years as an assistant principal, and I was ready to make the leap. Then I saw this job opening in Twinsburg, and I was so excited, absolutely so excited to kind of come here, work as part of this community to help support our kids.
Wait, hold on. Oh. I'm going to zoom in a little more. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Hey. I love it. Yes, I told my wife throughout the interview process, I had the opportunity to be selective at places I applied, and Twinsburg was the only place I ever applied for a head principal job. So I feel like I won the lottery. And interviewing is a process, and you kind of do initial interviews, and I think what really kind of struck home with me was when I had a roundtable interview with parents, students, community members, teachers, and everyone was so positive, and all of the things that this district is about, diversity, equity, inclusion, student achievement, culture, and climate, they kept coming out in kind of two-way conversation. And then I remember you in the interview process and learning that you were Twinny. So it was one of the most, it was a great interview, and I really enjoyed it. So I think just meeting the community and knowing that this was a place that I wanted to come and be a school leader.
Terrific Tigers. Well, let me go show you.
I think just starting off and getting to know the students. I said this at a board meeting. I said it in talking with other. I had August 30th circled on the calendar, and that was the day everyone came back. Of course, over the last 2 years, we've had all of the COVID regulations, and we weren't really in school. So it was the first time I had the opportunity to welcome over 1,300 kids back. So that was just such a great day for me. I also think the school spirit has been through the roof. The kids are amazing, the staff is amazing. We just had our Spirit Week last week, so theme days, and all the extracurriculars outside of school. We had our homecoming dance on the turf, so we had to shift, we had to kind of move, but it was fun, it was amazing. Our homecoming game, our athletic teams are performing at really high levels across the board. Our students are working hard in the classroom every day, and that's fun. That's fun for me to see because the last 2 years were non-traditional school for kids, so the fact that we can do that is amazing. Another highlight for me, I have to talk about the 9/11 Memorial celebration. Our community came together, our local officials, our students, our Great Expectations, our vocal music program, our Twinsburg High School band, and then we had 3 students perform spoken word narration of the events. And so I was so proud of our community, and also a student coalition led by Rainier Satanto planted over 3,000 flags in our lawn. So that was just it was a highlight for me. So again, there's a lot there, so there's so much going on, but I think just getting to know our kids, getting to know our staff, and just seeing all the amazing things that are happening both in school and outside of school.
So what are some things that have taken some time to adjust to being principal here at THS?
I think, when you take over a school building, there's always, the organizational structure, and then coming in from an outside district, I think, is you bring a fresh perspective, a fresh set of eyes, which is, I think it's a good thing, but also learning to know, to tap the institutional knowledge of the staff we have here, the students. So again, I think it's really just building those relationships. I'm a big relationship guy, so I think the foundation of any success in any realm is building that strong relationship. So I think just building the relationships, getting to know the students. Logistics, there were some logistics involved with bringing so many kids back to the school building. Transportation, we had to really work with our local police department, our parents on our pick up and drop off to get students to and from school at a regular time. Lunches, logistically, were difficult. We started the year where we thought we would be able to deliver lunches to every single classroom like we did last year, but when we found out we were delivering lunches to over 1,300 kids, we didn't have the staff. So we had to reroute our lunches to the cafeteria and our gym, COVID safe of course, but we had to talk about those things logistically. So again, I would just say the logistics of bringing everybody back, but the community rallied behind it, the kids rallied behind it, and our parents were really supportive. And the staff was great too. So we made it through those hurdles, and we are rocking and rolling every day now.
So what are some new ideas or those fresh perspectives that you were talking about that you want to implement here at THS?
Absolutely. I think, teamwork, innovation, collaboration in terms of course offerings for kids. I think that, that's the exciting part of education is you get to kind of vision and prepare students for a future that doesn't necessarily exist yet. So when we talk about new ideas and new programming, the first thing I'm really interested in is it's kind of realigning our career readiness initiatives to say, how are we preparing our students for, to be employed, enlisted, enrolled after graduation from Twinsburg High School. And I think there are so many partnerships within our community. There's so many businesses, there's so many social organizations that our students have partnered with them in certain kind of ways, but I believe that we can partner further with our community. So expose our students to those companies and those social organizations where they can participate fully in their junior and senior year. The other thing I'm really interested in is how we can personalize education to meet the needs of every single student. So innovative programming, there's so much now with project-based learning, letting students have voice and choice in their learning. So you can infuse that in every classroom, but you can also work with time and space and programming. We have a lot of tech tools at our disposal, and one of the, I wouldn't say, there's not good things about COVID, but COVID has pushed us forward in terms of how we can individualize education. I'm pointing at my computer, but kind of using technology to bridge the gap and personalize programming for kids. So those are a couple of my ideas, just innovation, collaboration, personalizing education for every single student, and then also really partnering with the community to provide our students authentic learning experiences.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Lin, for taking time out of your day to be with us here for this interview. It's been an awesome experience, and I believe that our Twinsburg City School District will enjoy this episode very much.
Thank you very much for coming. It's been a pleasure.
Once again, we would like to thank Mr. Lin for being able to sit down with us and talk to us today. And we would also like to thank Mrs. Powers for this amazing opportunity to bring this broadcast to you, this amazing community. That's all we have for today with talking with our terrific Tigers. We'll see you all next time. And as always, go Tigers. Woo!